They found his backpack 3 days later. It was clean, except for one thing inside. He was not supposed to stay in the forest that long. His name was Daniel. He was 27 years old and worked as a freelance photographer. He loved nature, isolation, silence. When he told his friends he was going to spend a weekend deep in the forest, he packed light, a camera, a flashlight, a backpack with food for 2 days. The forest was located far from the nearest town. No phone signal, no cabins, just trees that seemed to stretch endlessly in every direction. On the first night, everything was normal. Daniel took photos, set up his tent, and recorded a short video for his social media. "This place is peaceful," he said. "Almost too quiet." That was the last video anyone ever saw of him alive. On the second night, something changed. Daniel later wrote in his notes, which were found inside his backpack, that he heard footsteps outside his tent. Slow, heavy, not like an animal. He assumed it was a deer or a bear and stayed completely still. But the footsteps didn't circle the tent. They stopped right next to his head for almost 10 minutes. Nothing moved. Nothing breathed. And then the steps walked away. The next morning, Daniel noticed something disturbing. His footprints from the night before were gone, erased, as if something had carefully brushed them away. That day, he decided to leave early, but the forest no longer looked the same. The path he used to enter was missing. Every direction looked identical. Tall trees, thick fog. Daniel walked for hours. As the sun began to set, he heard it again. Footsteps. This time, behind him, he ran. Branches cut his skin. His lungs burned. And then he saw it. A tall silhouette standing between the trees. It didn't move. It didn't chase him. It just watched. Daniel raised his camera and took one photo. That photo was never recovered. 3 days later, search teams found his backpack near a dry riverbed. Inside were his camera, his notebook, and his flashlight. Everything was clean, untouched, except for the notebook. On the last page, written in shaking handwriting, were 4 words. "It followed me home." Daniel's body was never found. And to this day, people who camp in that forest report hearing footsteps at night, always stopping right outside their tents.